So, Amphoreus side quest. Let's go. Thank you for the hoodie. It's you, young friend. Come on down, the weather is just right. Can I knock you down? Then I gladly accept it. You enter the bath. As he said, the temperature is amazing. Where should I begin? How about we start with you? I hear that Nikado's brethren were running rampant in the city when you first arrived in Okima. Before that attack happened, and occasionally outlanders seeking refuge would come here for shelter. Their cities had been razed to the ground, and they could not survive long in the wasteland. It's a cold day for you? It's also very cold here, yes. Still very cold here. And now the number of refugees seeking protection in the holy city is rising. Because you defeated Nikador and made the journey to Okima that much safer. Travelers are Garner much married. You mean I caused this problem? Is it because they didn't pay the toll? I'm gonna remain silent. None of these are good choices in my opinion. Resources during disasters are scarce. And Okima can't take in too many outlanders. Welcoming everyone will only plunge us. Oh god, why are we getting political? What do you mean? Why are we getting political here? Please, let's not do that. Shall we not do that? Right now, most of these outlanders have been situated in a shelter far away from the city walls. The conditions are much better than the wastelands, with the city guards protecting the place, but it will never grant them a sense of security akin to their homes, obviously. So the Council of Elders came up with a temporary solution to allow a small number of outlanders into the city, decided by drawing... What? Some people can in, but it's lottery-based? This method may be unfair to those who object, because the Council has rigged the process. I was like, I guess at least it's like everyone has equal chances. Not if it's rigged. Strong men who have mastery over special skills and proficiency in heavy labor stand the highest chances, while old folk with children in tow the lowest, even if they require more assistance. Yeah, it sounds hardly fucking fair. Yeah, sure. It's gonna solve the problem. Well, there's recognized strength as well. Yeah, it's hardly fair. Alas, there is no evidence to prove that this sorting really exists. Even the citizens think that this is the authority of the host city. We have the right to decide who we help. Okima's resources are limited, but there is enough to aid most of the outlanders. The real question is, are we willing to pay the price? If a group of strangers was starving at the gates and they could live with a mouthful of food, Okima would be more than capable of saving them. But you and I would have one fewer bite. One fewer bite of an apple, for example. I like apples. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Then, are you willing to relinquish an apple on your table in exchange for a stranger's survival? If it doesn't mean I'm starving, yeah. I'll be willing to forgo any number of apples to save a life. If it was just one, I'll be willing. I'll only agree to acts that don't harm my own interest. Is surviving an interest per se? Depending on what they'd have in exchange, I wouldn't do it. No, I would be willing to give them apples if that's gonna save them. Oh, a most noble answer. I knew you possessed a precious kind soul, but we cannot force all citizens to make the same choice. And the answers to this question encourage further discord. The city's people are locked in verbal conflict to this day. How I see it, at least, is that Okima should be tolerant, even if we can't save everyone. We should embrace kindness and provide resources for others to live on. Because the true resource is people. A city without her people is like a vessel without fine brew, unable to stand steadfast in violent gales. Right, what is your point of view? Okima should be tolerant, yes. If we can't save everyone, we should embrace kindness and provide resources. Yes. I agree with that. Who knows, I fear only Oronix's miracle may be able to give an answer. During a loud discourse, a youngster has interrupted because they think they know everything better. Master, what are you doing here? I had such a hard time finding you. I have news for you. Oh, it's you, Paladin. I will have the good news first. Unfortunately, I have only bad tidings. An Outlander group arrived at the city gates not long ago. They did not attempt to enter the city. Their course set directly for the Abyss of Fate instead. The circumstances are unknown right now. Soktara is silent for a moment, as if contemplating a conundrum that his student threw his way. The Abyss of Fate isn't extremely dangerous there. Why did they not head for the Council of Elders shelter? I don't know. Perhaps they have a conflict of faith with Akima, like the priest of Noldus. Good thing you're here, young friend. I'll probably survey the situation personally. Might I trouble you to come with me? It can't be a wasted trip. Can I not go? Can I just not? No, I'm happy to help you. Whatever you need, I am happy to help you with that one. You're most forthright. I must treat you to a meal when we return to Akima. I'm ready, master. Let us set off. Where are we going? Where are we going? Map. Okay. Tippy-tappying inside here. Pew, pew. Oh, they're back here. Oh god, you guys. Yeah, those things. They'll expect the Mad King's kin are admirably resilient. Paladin, you stay in a safe place, young friend. I'll be counting on you to watch my back. The lines got me all fired. I'm all fired up! Let's go! You need martial arts all along. No, I simply seized the chance to rally those refugees so they would keep calm. Get away from me, monsters! Okay, I can auto fight again. I can auto fight again. Everything's safe. We do be loving some auto fighting. Bam. That was a bit wasted, but it's okay. It's fine. Waste your ult. Oh no, is she dead? Master, these people, they're not doing well. Some were already injured before we got here. Indeed, from the looks of them, they haven't had a proper meal for a while. Who's in charge here? Can I give them some apples? I can give them some apples. I'm willing to share apples. A woman holding a child emerges from the crowd. Thank you all so much, especially this gray-haired hero. How can we ever repay you? I can't wait. Why didn't you go to the Holy City's designated shelter? There are sentries garrisoned there. It's much safer than here. Shelter? Guards? I overheard the guards before, talking about some Droma's workshop incident, drawing lots, resource association and whatnot, so I didn't dare ask them to clarify. I think the burden on the Holy City is already heavy enough. Even if we begged the guards to let us in, it would only add to their troubles, and in the end, it would just lead to an unpleasant situation. If that's the case, we might as well look for a nearby place to rest our feet, see if we could fend for ourselves, but who would have fought? Mama, will I die? No, baby, I won't happen as long as Mama is around. But what if Mama dies? Then she gonna die. But Uncle Anthony and Sister Aisha, they really look like they're going to die. My tummy is hungry too. Didn't you say that we'd have something to eat once we go to the Holy City? Mama, when will we get there? I'm sorry, darling. The woman crouches and holds her child tight, tears suddenly streaming down the corners of her eyes. Tok'tara softly caresses his throat and pulls you to the side. Anyone who just suffered so much hardship would find it difficult to keep their emotions in check, but give that mother and child some space. The Outlander situation is much worse than I imagined. If you keep turning a blind eye, they will at best survive for a week. That is, if they aren't attacked by wild beasts first. Wow. That guy ate empathy with spoons. He's like, such is the tragedy of life. Can't change it. Whoops the daisies. Mike got eaten by a beast. I guess you should have not stayed outside. How can we help them? It would be hard to bring them directly into the city, so we can only provide supplies for them, and I have an idea about that. The Holy City shelter is only half a day trek away from the city walls. There are guards there, so it will be safer. It's just that the way these refugees are now, getting there will be difficult. They haven't much food to begin with, and the last attack has left them in urgent need of emergency medical supplies. We can provide them with these two for now. When their wounded are healed, we can escort them to the shelter. But teacher, all medicine is now considered wartime supply in Okima. Distribution is under strict control. Most people won't even be able to buy any. I know, I will think of a way, at least to guarantee their survival. The good news is, food isn't strictly regulated. You can easily get enough food to feed these people for a week at the memorial market. So I suggest we split up. Paladin and I will secure the medicine, while our young friend buys some food back, after which we will reconvene here. Hey, do I really need to come along? Can I punch this man? Can I punch him? I need a helper. Remember my instructions last month. I'm getting old, and there are many things that I need help for. If there comes a day when I haven't have the strength to walk a step further, you have to take the mantle and carry on guiding the people of Okima. You are a terrible pupil. A terrible, terrible pupil. Well then, before we set out, is there anything our young friend wants to say? We notify the officials. What do these people have to do? No, leave it to me. Thank you, young friend. I really appreciate you accompanying me on my errands. When this is all over, I have to thank you in earnest. Didn't you say you were going to treat her to a meal? Don't forget my share. You did nothing, young man. Young man, you do not deserve to get a meal. You're just being obnoxious. I gotta go and buy some food. We gotta go and buy some food, chat. Do you think we're gonna buy apples? This guy. I want to create a food. Alright, the food here is finest. Yeah, okay. Awesome. We're getting delicious looking food. First world-class delicious looking food. The shop's quality is top-notch and its price reflects that. I want to give the outlander something sumptuous. Yeah, sure. Feed a group of dying outlaws. I'm eating them myself. How about that? Take a guess? Alright, it has nothing to do with you. Nope, it has. Oh, wait. Oh, oh! Oh, well. I guess, I didn't even look at the other options. I want to eat baked apple pie. Soon, we're almost there. Get there in 3 seconds. The Holy City is here. Huh, you mean... I got you food. I didn't know I couldn't choose any other ones. I got you food, though. The Japanable spread, is it really for us? I'm not dreaming, am I? Mama, apple pie! It's the baked apple pie that I want! Silly child, there's plenty of food more delicious than baked apple pie in here. Like fuss over pie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're our hero and savior. I'll give them out to our companions right now. It will definitely repay this favor, though. We have no money now, but if you ever have need of us, just give us the word and we will be more than happy to help. Darling, say thank you to this kind lady. Thank you, kind lady! The girl grabs the biggest and freshest apple pie in one of the vases and thrusts it into your hands with a smile. Miss, you should have the biggest one. If you don't mind, how about having a meal with us? When everyone reels in their joy, a figure hurriedly rushes over. The mother and child tactfully excuse themselves. Grave news, hero. Master, he... Medi? Catch your breath first. Alright, I'm calm. You have to listen carefully. In the beginning, Master said he had a way to get the medicine, but I had to be the one to transport it out of the city. He directed me to an alley and told me to return to take the medicine from him when a quintet passed. Thank you for the help, bud. Help bud from me because I'm about to lurk? Okay, thank you for your lurk. There was still some time, so I decided to find something to eat. But when I was done, I was almost action hour. You wanna punch him! Why is he so fucking useless? Seriously. didn't get far before I saw Master walking with 3 guards. He wasn't cuffed, but I knew from his expression that he was with them out of choice. I tailed the guards and found that they had detained Master on the upper levels of Memoria Palace. There were a lot of people there and I couldn't get close, so I hurried back to discuss a plan with you. Oh yes, I did find a medicine in that alley after all that. It was a curious turn of events. You ever thought about how the medicine got there? You must have done something. You were not discovered? I'm pretty sure I wasn't. I wouldn't have been able to return otherwise. I was fortunate that Master distracted the guards when he had the chance. You're the hero who fought alongside the crisis heirs. Please, you have to explain Master's case to them. I'm sure the guards will listen. That Peloton takes out the medicine pouch. Okay, am I gonna give the medicine to the people first? Doctorus has been captured, a misunderstanding not beyond possibility, but I better if I ask him in person. Peloton said he's being detained on the upper floors of Memoria Palace, so he shouldn't be hard to find. Okay. Let's go to the upper parts, I guess. Where are we going? Where is he? Master? Hold it, what are you doing? Is Socktaurus here? It's the outlaw and the hero who fought alongside the two crisis heirs. My apologies. I combat the rules for a sure wizard for an esteemed guest. I will inform you when time's up. Oh god. Okay. Hi buddy. Why are you staring at a plant? This room's layout is quite cozy. There are no bars, no restraining devices. A modicum of respect has been left for whoever gets detained here. You're here, young friend. The Tyre's eyes are somewhat avoidant, as if he is reluctant to have you see him in the sight. You were caught by the guards. Yeah, they said you were caught by the guards. He wasn't lying. As for the reason I was caught, even if I said nothing, I'm sure you can guess the gist of it. To help the Outlanders secure medicine, I slipped into the Holy City's supply warehouse. It is theft. I understand very well that I was committing a crime. As for how it ended, it was simply my just desert. As to whether it was worth it, my only regret is that I didn't manage to transport more medicine out of the city into the hands of those who need it. I'm sorry for disappointing you. I may have to renege on that promise to treat you to a meal. There must have been a better way. Was there a need to... What are you going to do now? Oh, this is a hard question. Because maybe they're like stockpiling a bit on the medicine in the city per se? Oh, this is a hard question. What are you gonna try to do now? According to the Holy City's law, they will make me stand trial. There's a high chance they won't be lenient. The price must be paid for doing the right thing, even more so for an ambiguously moral act like mine conducted to sate my own savior complex. I'm fully ready to accept its consequences. For the final moment arrives, my only wish is to eat another apple. An apple? Yes, apples are my favorite food. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. It's a pity we didn't get to know.
I love you lots and lots and lots.
Thank you for your follow, Ash. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing fine. Otherwise, I would surely discuss the wonderful flavor of apples with you, along with many other matters. It reminds me that girl in the abyss gave me an apple. Should I give it to him? I got an apple pie, didn't I? I'm gonna give you the apple. There you go. Oh, you actually have an apple on you. This is one of the 10 essential idiosyncrasies. That's a word I never heard before. You learn fast. Thank you. I will have no regrets now. Doctor gleefully crunches down on the apple and I can't read so fucking fast! Utilde? Did you get him? Oh, you're on an e-service. I see. I can show you something after this one. Wait, I will show you something after this. Visiting time is over, Outlander. Hero, it's time to leave. What fate is in store for him? It is not up to me to decide. The public court will handle him. According to Socktaurus, he trespassed on the Holy City's warehouse, all to help a group of wounded Outlanders. We have already dispatched people to investigate. This may affect his sentencing. A trial will be held at the Caelynx Plaza in 3 days. We also invite you to attend to witness the justice of the Holy City's law. 3 days later. Oh, I can't show you. I'm stuck in a cutscene. Alright, fellow citizens, order! Order! I'm Elder Etro from Downcloud, priest of Talaton. I am proceeding over this trial representing the will of the Council of Elders. The reason we are gathered here today is that the daily respected public speaker Socterus trespassed on the Holy City's warehouse and committed theft. According to law, theft is a crime punishable by imprisonment, but in light of the motive of this case, it cannot be so easily judged based on precedent. And so, as per the tradition that we uphold, we have opened up the public court for everyone present to be the judge. May Talenton's justice be with us. The citizens' applause rise in a crescendo in response to this opening, till the elder gestures a little clapping to cease. The controversy in this case lies in the fact that Socterus risked his own well-being to help a group of wounded outlanders. However, is this enough reason for a sentence to be reduced or even acquitted? To my right is the prosecution's representative and owner of the warehouse, the wealthy Oh, are you suing bias here? The wealthy Liliter. He believes that the punishment should be harsh to prevent future supplies from leaving the city. Oh, fuck you. You just want your wealth going up. To my left is the defendant's representative and student of the... Oh, God, this is not gonna end well. His pupil is terrible. He believes that the sentence should be light, considering the actions of the accused that indeed saved many lives. Both parties have submitted their documents. Before the trial starts, do any citizens present have any questions? As the sinner, I request to say a few words to everyone present. Hey, old far, you were caught red-handed and you're still trying to charm your way out of this? Lord, Socterus has the right to speak. Thank you, Elder Etro. Socterus clears his throat. His eyes smearing adromas and snarl in a swampy mud. When such a creature is on the verge of death, its eyes are not one of wrath, but wet with tears. In the Golden Age, long past, we were once divided as city-states, separate from one another. In the varying age, not so long past, we once again divided ourselves as city-states, which became the reason for our battles. I'm sure everyone is very familiar with this stretch of history. But the black tide does not discriminate between cities. In its eyes, we are all humans, insignificant existences. In the present day, there are no other cities left, their names of which we are oh so familiar scattered to the winds. Which is why, in reality, outlanders don't exist. Which city do they hail from? The question posed before us is merely about whether we want to help a group of people who need it. As for my crime, precious time need not be spent on it. I can accept the punishment, but I only hope that everyone will take this chance to discuss the current question with clarity. What stance exactly does the Holy City take with the underprivileged? Where exactly are we leading this eternal city? That's all. I thank Elder Etro again for this chance. Now then, before the trial starts, do any citizens present have any questions? I'm curious, how does our gray-haired... Me? Why me? Why me? As the hero fought alongside the Cryosairs, your thoughts may be of crucial import. My thoughts are just 3 dots. During the turmoil that occurred in the Droma's workshop, I didn't support anyone and just quietly watched. Oh God, no way! I didn't read. Oh gosh. Invited me to discuss my sympathies toward the outlands at the bath and the memorial place. I gave them a luxurious meal? From what I did, I think my standpoint is pretty obvious. You raised your hand, meeting Socterus' gaze of respite as if saying, young friends, stay true to your hearts. Support Scholar Palatine's defense, but wealthy... no. Yes. I support Scholar Palatine's point. Mistakes incurred from saving lives should not be solely judged as a crime. I once saw those outlanders with my own eyes, and they were indeed in dire danger. If not for Socterus securing medicine for them, the consequences would have been unimaginable. In light of this reason, I believe that... should be suspended. He is not... He is guilty. Reduced. Master wasn't wrong about you at all. Oh God, no. This thing. You're supposed to be an outlander here who must have something grandiose to say before the people. I never figured you for a jabbering troublemaker. Representative Liluder, if you have any objections, please respond to her with contempt. It's Asher, I'm so sorry. It's gonna take a while until I can show you the thing I wanted to show you. It's not on me, it's on Hoyo. I'm sorry. Please be patient. As everyone knows, theft is a crime, let alone on selling related goods to outlanders. He didn't sell them! He gifted them, you fucking imbecile! How can this be considered a benevolent act? It should be another charge slapped on top of his crime. If it were up to me, I would have Soctaris executed! Buddy, you need to be executed. That will set an example for other potential criminals. This is not a place to pursue personal vengeance. Everyone knows you've always hated Master, all because he thwarted your pretty attempt to frame the Outlanders. Only if Akeem was interested hard, otherwise by the next entry hour, the Holy City's warehouse would have been plundered clean. Many people present, maybe I should try to appeal to the public's emotion. He stood to gain nothing from his acts. It was his own ability that determined his theft success. Use the Cry's air stealing Coreflame as an example. Oh, for the... Never mind. Oopsie. Stealing to save lives is such a heinous crime. Are you insulting that the present Akima was built on injustice? If not, why are the Cry's ears heralded as heroes, but Soctaris as a criminal? I think that was a good argument, though. Don't get me wrong, those titans were either murder, madness, or simply did nothing. That was what caused the devastation of life. The Cry's ears gathered Coreflame to liberate the titans and pave a possible path for survival for all mortals. Well, so they turned them away at the city guards. It'll be best not to pursue this line of reasoning. Okay, cool. The Islanders ply, why did he not use his own asset? When he denied his under a fortune, that would be with personal freedom to do so, but he should not have taken a property. Can I just look this up before I fuck this up? Let me see. Hema side quest, Socrates. I don't know what the side quest is called. Star Rail. Is it this one? Yes, it's this one. Okay, wait, let me see. I suggest you learn from Kepala's virtues. Let's go. I'm cheating. Don't. It's fine. It's okay. If it as you say, why did Kepala carry the sun? He doesn't need sunlight. What he said had nothing better to do. You ever give a second thought about this? If everyone was as selfish as you, who would bear the burden of dawn? How would Akima even become the Eternal City? Spartan like true and draws blood. Yeah. You can't expect everyone to perform such ridiculous feats. Let's change the subject. Everyone knows the Holy City's resources are limited. They can be expected unnecessarily. Yeah. And the next answer is... What about after the war, then? Went to a city-state called Jarila, where they had never triumphed in the battle against the storm, yet they already have plans to rebuild their home. Oh, Balabar. The rhetoric reeks of idealism. Yeah, just fuck off, Lilithers. I won. I won my debate. Good job. As the final syllable drops, Elder Atreus stretches out his hand and halts Lilithers' subsequent elaboration. The citizens recall the exchange that just happened, for we're still pulsing through them. Before realizing it, you've replaced Pellerton as a defense attorney. Yeah, look, listen, everyone's better than that guy. Everyone, even me. Even me. Well, the discussion has concluded. Everyone's please cast your vote. Before we conclude, may I add a few words? Oh, Eglia is here. What's Gollipop doing here? I think I'm not too late. Eglia's appearance spurs the spectators once more. A few civil cases can catch the attention of a Cryos heir. Everyone's earlier discussion have been conveyed to me through golden threads riding the wind. At such a critical time, instead of arguing over whether the holes in a garment are right or wrong, perhaps we should consider how we should mend them instead. Failing to punish Soctaris, it will be unjust to the people under law. But if the punishment is too harsh, it will cause the Holy City to be seen as cold and tyrannical. It's already. Therefore, to strike a fair balance between the two, the best choice is... change imprisonment to exile? Community service? Yeah. Our honored guest has offered some good ideas. Following her thoughts, I would like to offer a compromise to the citizens. Soctaris shall be exempt from imprisonment. As an alternative, he will be assigned to work at a refugee shelter as a form of exile. That's not what I choose. That's not what I choose. Additionally, he will have to personally bear the cost of replenishing the med. That's just literally everything. For some citizens, such punishments might be more daunting than spending time in prison, so there is no need to worry about others following suit. That's all I have to add. Everyone, okay, cool. Good job, you made it worse, girly pop. I still have a question. How do you intend to deal with that bunch of outlanders? A faint smile crosses Aglia's face, as if she has been anticipating this question. The fate of the outlanders does not lie with me nor the council of elders, but with the citizens. If you support them, offer a helping hand. If you oppose them, speak directly. Even if you're not connected by golden threads, expressing one's mind shouldn't be too hard. Just like this old one, his stance is clear. His actions have indeed made an impact. Some have benefited while others have faced punishment. Every citizens vote like him, with the clash of wisdom and will, a clear path would emerge. Now it's time to declare your stance. Please continue. Citizens, please raise your hand to vote. Finally, 60% of the votes support. Only 60? Damn. The guards escort the old man away. Both he and his students quickly pack up their belongings and leave the holy city. The citizens at the plaza start to scatter, with people digesting what just happened and what direction should the city head towards. No one seems to have the answer. But at the very least, it has to... I also think exiling someone from the safe city instead of putting them into a goddamn prison cell is worse. At least they would be safe inside the city, inside the prison cell. Now they're outside. He's an old fucking man. He's gonna die. Okay, anyways. Asher, are you still here? Let me show you something. See this beautiful man? Yeah, he's smirking. You see this beautiful light cone? You see his beautiful break effect? A beautiful man. A beautiful, beautiful man.